Wyatt Earp, brave, courageous, and bold. Long live his fame, and long live his glory, and long may his story be told.
The major problem for Wyatt Earp, now that he was marshal of the cattle-loading town of Ellsworth, Kansas, was the Thompson brothers. They were gun-slinging terrors of the frontier, and Brother Bill was wanted for the murder of a sheriff. Unless Wyatt Earp could rid Ellsworth of these killers, and alone, he faced complete loss of influence as a marshal.
Morning, Wyatt.
Good morning, Judge. Mr. Masterson. What's the matter? You look a little worried.
He sure is, Mr. Earp. A lot of Sheriff Wood and his friends want to organize a posse.
I don't want a posse.
They figure the Thompsons have had time to join their gang. They figure if you're going after them, you'll need help.
I don't like posses, Ed.
You can't go up against the Thompson outfit all by yourself, Mr. Earp.
A posse only raises dust. They're only as fast as the slowest horse. I don't think Bill and Ben will want to join up with their gang. My hunch is that they're hiding out in the bushwhacker section.
Bushwhacker? You mean where the Indians used to hide for ambush?
That's right.
How you ever going to find the Thompsons in there?
I think you might have something there, Wyatt. I can explain your theory to the men who sign up for posse work. Ought to satisfy them for a day or so.
Well, thanks, Ed. Well, do me another favor, will you?
Sure.
Well, I'm expecting 2 Indian friends of mine. They're about the best trackers I've ever met. And I'd like for you as the judge and mayor to meet them.
Indians?
That's right. Mr. Brother of the war chief Many Battles, and his partner, Mr. Cousin of the chief Yellowhand. Oh, and be sure to call him Mr. Brother and Mr. Cousins.
All right. What else do I do? Give them the key to the city?
No, Ed, just decent respect will be enough.
Sure, Wyatt. As soon as they hit town, I'll do the honors.
Thanks.
But Bat will tell you there's a lot of mean talk. It adds up to the feeling that you'd better arrest Bill Thompson quick, or a posse will do it for you.
I don't want a posse yet. I'll arrest Thompson myself.
I hope you do.
Aren't you putting too much faith in those Indians?
No, they're good men. So you and the judge think I ought to turn my job over to a posse before they take it away from me, huh?
Well, what if the Indians do find Ben and Bill? You can't go into that place all alone, Mr. Earp. You better take me with you.
You still want to be a marshal someday?
Yes, sir.
Well, then you better start learning what the job means. That's lonesome work, Mr. Masterson. You can't let a bunch of hot-headed citizens tell you what to do. You use your own head, get into your own brand of trouble, and think your own way out of it when you can't. But always be ready to shoot your way out. But you go it alone.
And the bushwhacker?
Well, now, that's just a section of country full of rocks and brush.
Good old bushwhacker. One of the nicest hideouts we ever found, huh, Bill?
We should have brought the boys with us.
Nah. Why don't you drink some water for a change?
Now, if Earp comes in here after us, you're gonna wish we had more guns.
Earp ain't gonna come in here. Even if he guesses which direction we headed, he ain't gonna come in here. He's got more sense. What if he did?
Hey, you hear anything?
If you stopped drinking that whiskey, you wouldn't hear so many things.
Lehaya.
Lehaya.
Lehaya. Mr. Brother, Mr. Cousins, shut the door. Come in. Mr. Brother, you sit there. Mr. Cousins, you take that chair.
Giovannini, Merkin.
Mr. Brother, crack joke?
He says, Mr. Earp, first time we treated like American.
You tell him it's a good joke. But it's a little sad, too. As I mentioned before, it's a good bet that the Thompsons are holed up in Bushwhacker. You and Mr. Brother know this country.
Bushwhacker? Yes. Good ambush. Got many good scalp there. Nagalim Bacaldo Ihiaje, bushwhacker.
Long knife, Waitgen, Bikakachihi.
He says he guides soldiers to White Cap, Johnny Rep camp one time.
Bueno, long knife, Mogdagus.
He says soldier loose fight.
I heard about that. I'll explain about these in a moment. Now, I want you to find Ben and Bill Thompson for me. I want you to move like dead men's ghosts. And I want you to be heard or seen. And you'll be very careful not to get hurt. The Thompsons are killers. They're very quick with their guns. Now, as to these loops of rope, I want you to take these with you.
You men wait here. I'll go talk to Marshal Earp.
Earp's just stalling, Ed. We want Bill Thompson. And a posse can bring him in.
There's a delegation outside.
I know, I see him.
They don't trust those Indian friends of yours. They want a posse, and they're pretty bad-tempered about it.
How's your temper, Ed?
Well, I think you're being unreasonable about this. It's no good just to say that you don't like posses and want to handle the whole thing by yourself. They knew Sheriff Whitney. They were fond of him.
I was fond of him, too. And I want Bill Thompson for his murder just as bad as they do.
I know that, Wyatt, but you're being high-handed and arbitrary.
This is my business, Ed, and you hired me to run it.
Well, at least go out there and explain your position.
All right. Well, Judge Miller tells me you gentlemen want to go after Bill Thompson.
We can't trust a couple of Indians. We want real action, Earp.
All right, Mr. Davitt. Then you can lead the posse. But before I deputize you, I think it's only fair to tell you what you'll be up against. Now, my Indian friends have already sent word that Ben and Bill Thompson was spotted yesterday going into the bushwhackers section.
Just the two of them, Wyatt?
That's right. But I want to remind you, men, that Ben Thompson is one of the best hands with a gun I know of. He's already killed 18 men in gunfights. Now, his brother Bill's not near as good, but he...
They don't scare us, Earp.
Well, they're enough to scare me. Have any of you men ever gone to that tangle of brush and rock before? Well, a whole Union outfit went in there a couple of years ago, as Judge Miller may recall. They were cut to pieces by a handful of Confederate soldiers. Now, how many men does your posse expect to lose, Mr. Davitt? Well, I give you an estimate. In my opinion, Ben and Bill Thompson shooting from ambush could kill about 10 of you.
But, Wyatt, if you lead the posse...
I won't do that. I don't believe in the idea, and I won't be responsible for good men being killed unnecessarily.
All right, you refuse to do your duty.
It's not my duty to lead inexperienced men like you into a massacre.
Well, we certainly got a long way with that, didn't we?
He could be right, you know.
He's lost his nerve. He's treating us like a passel of greenhorns.
Now, whoa here. I'm sure that
You
Wyatt...
stand up for Earp no matter what. Come on, man, we'll report back to the others at the meeting. Ellsworth may have a new marshal and a new mayor in about 3 days. Ben, Ben. Wake up, Ben. Look it. It's Earp. He's found us.
Judge Miller wants you to come to the meeting right away. They're talking him down, Mr. Earp.
Oh?
It's nip and tuck. Sam Davitt's trying to get them to fire you and appoint him as leader of the posse if they're not found in 3 days. The judge says if you'd explain to the whole meeting what you're
I've
going
explained it once. I'm not going to explain it again.
You don't care if they fire you?
Nothing much I can do about it, Mr. Masterson. I've said all I'm going to say.
Well, you can't just sit there and let things happen. They're calling you a coward. They say you owned up to being scared of the Thompsons.
Sit down, Mr. Masterson. You're seeing the worst of a peace officer's job. You sit still and wait. It's going to be dark before I hear from Mr. Brother and Mr. Cousin. In the meantime, I'm a coward, or I'm fired. At that town meeting, we'll just sit and talk.
It just isn't fair.
Well, what would you do? Lead a posse into an ambush? Let a couple of them get their heads shot off?
Well, what else? What if the Indians do find Ben and Bill? It'll still take a posse to get them out. You can't go in there alone.
Yes, I can.
Well, here she is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is that all you got to say? You give me more credit than that?
Well, you're the smart one of the family.
You'd be smart, too, if you didn't addle your brains with that whiskey. Took me a half a day to find this place. That means it'll take Earp 6 days, even if he knew it was here.
How about a swig of whiskey to celebrate? Huh, Ben?
That'll settle your nerves quicker than whiskey. I don't know why I string along with you.
All right, then. Go ahead and leave me.
I would. But you're my dear, crazy little brother. Now let's get inside. Still got some coal oil in it. Where are the matches?
In your pocket. Find them, you're so bright about finding things.
It's the first time we've ridden in here since the war, huh, Bill? What's the matter with you?
Look, Ben, look! It's Earp. I'm getting out of here.
Wait a minute.
Moccasin tracks. A couple of Indians. Earp must be hiring them.
But we can't stay here, Ben. They'll tell them just where we are.
That Earp. All the sneaky, underhanded tricks. He's trying to work on me.
On you? That's for me. And I ain't staying here and being cornered by Earp and his posse.
Bill! Use what few brains you got left.
Yeah. Maybe I'd better. Yeah, maybe you'll turn me into Earp.
Turn you in. Look, haven't I always kept the law off your neck? You're my brother, and I'm stuck with you.
Just the same, I'm getting out of here.
Bill! Earp's not coming in here after us.
But why ain't he coming after us?
'Cause I know him. I know how he thinks. The rope trick is just to scare me into turning you in.
Scare you? That's me he aims to hang.
And that wouldn't make any difference to me. Had to kill a lot of men getting you out of trouble. Besides, what would Mom think if I... That's enough. Oh, for gosh sakes, Bill. What's the matter now?
I've been having a bad dream. I saw Mom.
Why don't you go back to sleep?
No, Ben. Honest, I saw her. She came to warn me. I ain't lying. It ain't the whiskey. Mom don't trust Wyatt Earp. She told me he'll make a fool out of you if you trust him. And he'll put me on the gallows.
How did Mom look in the dream?
Just like in her coffin. She was wearing the white silk dress that you brought her just after we held up the Abilene stage. Please, Ben, I can't stand here no more. Let's go hide in the old still.
All right, we'll go.
Start now?
Yeah, get here. Give me that.
Bad news, Wyatt. The time is up.
The posse forms in the morning, Mr. Earp.
If you won't lead them, I'm ordered to. Won't you reconsider?
No. I know what they're doing, and they don't. Thanks for standing by me, Ed.
I'm very sorry, Wyatt. This town's losing a good marshal.
Hey, it's Mr. Cousin.
Let him in. Oh, Mr. Cousin, it's good to see you alive. Where's Mr. Brother?
He stay near still, Mr. Herb. Thompson's moving to still after dark.
Which still?
I make picture. Moon here. River here. Whitecap north. Still here. Johnny Reb make whiskey in it.
Yeah, Buzzard's Roost. The old Ku Klux Klan hangout. Good work, Mr. Cousins. Mr. Masterson, see that he gets a fresh horse and a good one.
Yes, sir, but what are you going to do?
Just get the horse. Thank you, Mr. Cousin. You can tell Mr. Brother that your debt to me is paid.
Thank you.
Those Indians must have owed you a lot.
No. I sent a telegram to the colonel at Fort Leavenworth vouching for them so they could sell the Army horses. It cost me $1.25.
You mean they tracked the Thompsons just for that?
No, Ed, I also call him Mr.
You're not going out now. It'll take over an hour to round up the posse.
Ed, I told you, no posse.
But the time is up.
I don't care whether it's up or not.
Wyatt, it's suicide to go in there alone.
Maybe.
Mr. Herb. Mr. Herb, please, let me go with you.
Not this time.
But if something happens, if you're hurt or...
Now, don't worry about that. I have friends who'll bring home the remains. Cheer up, Mr. Masterson. I don't think Ben Thompson will be any faster in the draw than usual.
Ben? What you got there?
Nothing.
That's Indian for the last message.
Well, let him come. I'll splatter him all over these hills.
Yeah, we'll both gun him.
I want him alone, the fair fight.
Oh, Ben, what's the sense in talking like that? We can pick him off with rifles.
Because he's mine, that's why. He's tormented me and hounded me like a wild dog. It's me he's trying to drive crazy. Well, he ain't gonna get away with it. I'm a better man than he ever was. So you stay out of it, you hear?
That's fine, Ben, fine.
But I can't trust you.
Ben, I swear. What's that?
Well, that could be him. So you get on your horse, ride down to the river, and wait for me there.
No, Ben,
I've got a good mind to put an end to this whole thing.
Don't, Ben. I'll go. I'll go. Ben Thompson.
And you what?
That's right. I want your brother.
Bill ain't here. You got a posse with you?
No. I came alone.
Well, that's just the way I want it. I'll be right out.
I don't want you. I want your brother.
You ain't gonna get either one of us. Pull it.
You're not very fast with your left, Ben. I don't want to have to kill you.
Bill got away.
Go sit on that rock. You got a cut artery. No sense in you bleeding to death.
I don't understand you, Wyatt.
Guess not.
You had a chance to kill me, and you didn't take it. Won't even let me bleed to death. Why?
I want Bill.
To hang him?
The law doesn't hang a crazy man.
People down in Ellsworth don't know that.
They're not the law. If you had any sense, you'd bring Bill in yourself. Sooner or later, he's bound to be killed. Maybe you'll go down with him.
Maybe I won't.
But then he'll turn hopelessly insane. A babbling lunatic on your hands.
Nah, you wouldn't do that.
Well, that's the deal I offer you, Ben. You bring Bill into Ellsworth, and I promise he'll be treated fairly.
I don't take your promise. Wyatt. All right. All right, you've made yourself a deal. I'll bring him in.
See you at the jail, Ben.
Wyatt, you didn't find the Thompsons?
Yeah, I found them.
Well, what happened? Did you...
No, I didn't have to. Ben's bringing Bill in.
You took his word?
Yes, I did. Ben's never lied to me yet.
Well, maybe the posse will get him.
Now, Mr. Masterson, you still want to be a peace officer?
Well, yes, sir, but
But not a plain fool like me, huh?
I don't think you should have trusted Ben, Mr. Earp.
No? Well, take a look behind you. Well, you're right. Prompt, Ben.
Would have been here sooner, but he got a little violent about the deal. Now, Bill, you're sick in the head, and this is the best thing for you. I give the marshal my word, and he give me his.
Put him in a clean cell, Mike. Make him real comfortable.
So long, Wyatt.
So long, Ben.
You were right all the time, Mr. Earp.
Sure. I could have been just as right and got killed. Or just as right and got fired. Yes, Mr. Masterson. I'm now a great marshal again. Well, that's the end of school for today.
Well, he cleaned up the country, the old Wild West country. He made law and order prevail. And none can deny it, the legend of Wyatt forever will live on the trail.
Oh, Wyatt Earp, brave, courageous, and bold.
story be told. Long may his story be told. Wyatt Earp, brave, courageous, and bold. Long live his fame, and long live his glory, and long may his story be told.
The summer of '75 was Wyatt Earp's second year as deputy marshal in the Trails End cowtown of Wichita, Kansas. During that first violent summer, Wyatt had grabbed the town by the tail and held it on the ground, while hundreds of armed and defiant cowboys from the cattle trails tried to keep it on the prod. But even though Wichita had learned to keep its hair slicked, Wyatt still liked to spend his mornings near the cattle pens, watching what might have drifted in overnight.
Hey, you, seen old man culling around lately?
No, and it ain't like him either. All summer long he's been meeting his herd. Always here to beat me for the best price.
And getting it, too.
Well, after all, he's my best customer.
You might as well be honest about it, Mr. Santel. Cattle kings don't come any tougher than old man Cullen. Good morning, Brad. Where's your father?
Selling a herd to the Army over at Dodge. She'll be back in a few days. Does anybody know Mr. Santel?
I'm Santel, boy. What's on your mind?
Well, I'm Brad Cullen. I'm trail boss of that herd there. I'd like to talk some business.
You?
Yeah, that's right, me.
One of Cullen's sons. He's got authorization to sell the herd. Why doubt him?
Well, no offense, kid, but I just couldn't imagine your old man letting anyone handle a sale for him. Am I forgiven?
Guess you want to ride into town, get washed up.
Well, after I talk business.
You fellas go ahead. I'll ride back with you when you get all done.
How many?
500.
That's closer to 4.
No, I said 500.
The lame and the blind ones,
Hey, what's that?
They've come a long way over grazed out lands and dried streams. I wouldn't call them prime beef.
Now, I'm offering you 500 prime beeves at 20 a head.
The market's glutted. Prices dropped to $10 a head. You can take it or leave it.
Now, look, mister, are you trying to take advantage of me? Because if you are...
Your old man will come gunning for me, Look, kid, your pappy don't scare me one bit. At least, so long as Wyatt Earp's close by somewhere to help me out.
I don't happen to be so lucky.
Oh. All right. Seeing as it's Cullen beef I'm buying, I'll make it 15.
Well, it's gotta be 20.
Believe me, kid, I'm not bluffing and I'm not gouging. Buying season's over. I'm being as generous as I can, and I'm doing it for you, not for that great hard rock who happens to be your old man.
Give me an hour to think it over?
An hour to see some other brokers? Sure. You won't get a cent over 10. I tell you what I'll do. I'll give you 3 hours.
All ready? How'd you make out with Mr. Santel?
He said the price is down.
That's true.
Oh, then I'm in for it. If I sell the herd short, Pomper like they kill me. If I don't, he'll rag me and hound me till I feel like killing him. He can be a miserable man over money.
How old are you, Brad?
Going on 19.
Got you that, Buffalo. Why don't you just pack up and get out like your older brothers did?
Well, I'm the only one left. It's just me and Ma. I guess I'm the reason that she's staying around.
She asking you to?
Well,
Now you're fooling yourself. You're afraid of your old man, that's all that's troubled you. You're still a kid.
all right, I'll admit it. So I'm a kid. Okay, suppose I have your advice, Mr. Herb. What would you do if you were me?
Well, if I was you, I'd go into town, get myself a square meal, and I'd make up my mind and stand pat in my decision.
Oh, just as simple as that, huh?
Yep. Make up your mind to something. Being a man is just that simple. Come on, we'll go into town. How'd you make out? Made up your mind?
Yep.
Ah. That's a heavy piece of paper to be carrying around all by yourself. Better ride out to your camp on Cowskin Creek, where you'll be among friends.
What's the matter? Aren't you my friend?
Well, that goes without saying, Brad, but that stuff's not. You, want me to hang on to it for you?
You know, the more you talk, the more you sound like my old man. The more you sound like him, the less I like you. Now, you just go ahead with your business. I'll take care of mine.
Okay, Brad. I guess you're the boss. I'll see you around.
Cards, please. 3 to you. 3, please.
1.
Two to the dealer. Wyatt.
Thanks. How long's that been going on?
Started a couple of hours ago, right after you left.
Has he been buying?
No. Them's his original chips. For a kid, he's doing real good. Your bet. I call.
50 better than you, mister.
I can't. You took one card, I believe, didn't you, son?
You're supposed to follow the play, mister, not ask questions.
The young man raised you 50. Either put up or drop out. You're too young to bluff, kid. But in case you are, I'm willing to pay to teach you not to. What have you got? Heart flush. You lose. Jack's full. Very nice. And I'll call. Ace of soup. 7s and 4s, you win.
Please, you care to join me for a drink, Mr. Earp? Huh?
No, thanks. How'd you come out?
I came out with nothing but my name, Mr. Earp, sir.
And you lost the whole check, $7,500?
Yep. But I admit to that with a certain pardonable pride.
What'd you figure you'd do? Get lucky and run that check up to what your father expected?
Yeah.
And you would have lied to him and told him you got more for the herd than you really did, is that it?
No.
You're even more scared of the old man than I thought. Well, now what do you tell him?
The truth. Just tell the truth.
In other words, you'd rather admit to being a bad gambler than a bad businessman, is that it?
Well, that's about it, Mr. Earp. Bad luck is all can happen to anybody. But a bad business deal, boy, that's stupid, unforgivable. Don't you ever darken my door again, son. Ah.
You better face up to it, Badger. Father isn't going to believe that gambling story any more than I do. You played for a sucker.
A sucker?
That's right, sucker. Even though your father'd rather admit to a bad business deal than being played for a sucker by two tin horns.
What are you talking about?
Those two gamblers, they play it like a partnership. If either one of them gets a good hand, they bet it up. If you get a good hand, they fold. Their winnings are big, yours are small. Percentage-wise, they get all the edge. Even you ought to be able to see who's going to come out the winner.
You mean they work together, they split afterwards?
Right.
They... Well, that means I've been robbed. Well, what are you going to do to get back my money?
Nothing. Foster and his friend didn't break any laws. I got no legal grounds to make an arrest.
Well, what they did was wrong, and you know it.
The whiskey's gone to your head. You better go back to Cowskin Camp where you can sleep it off. Come on, I'll take you there myself.
You're a coward, Mr. Earp. You're a protector of cheats and robbers. You're a big man with the 6-gun, too, aren't you? Well, would you just show me how good you are? Huh?
Well, that's not a very smart play, Brad. Throwing down on a man with a gun you're not used to. Now, let me have it. Come on. Come on, straighten up like a man.
Take a look at Brad, boys. He sure tied one on.
Yeah, and that ain't all. I was robbed, cheated, beaten up, and thrown in jail.
Robbed?
Yeah, that's right. Robbed, I was cleaned out. They took the check, the payroll, the money, everything.
Didn't you go to the law?
Of course I did. And I'm the one that gets thrown in jail. I'm going to put it to you straight. I'm for going back into town and getting what's mine. And yours. But I need help. Anybody want to volunteer?
My mammy always told me the good Lord helps those that help themselves. I'm with you, kid.
Always did want a chance to tree Wichita. Count me in, too.
Okay.
All right, we'll all jump.
All right. Okay, come on, let's go then. Come on. They're still here. Everyone keep their hands on the table. This is not a holdup. I was cheated at cards last night by these two men. All I want is the money I lost. Give me my check, mister.
Well, I don't have it here, son. It's locked up in the house safe in the back room.
Well, get in cash. $7,500.
I don't have that much on me.
You get it, Foster. I'm telling you, you get it from the other tables. I want $7,500 or I'm going to kill you.
That's $2,000, Mac. Consider it a loan. How much you got, Hal?
Let's see. Here's 5.
This will make up the rest of it.
Make it quick, gambler, or you'll lose some of them clever fingers.
There you are. We gonna let him get away with this?
The charge is armed robbery. Is that right, Mr. Foster?
Armed robbery, attempted murder. Mr. Havisham was seriously wounded, you know.
There's no need to be so self-righteous, Mr. Foster. Your neck's not as clean as it could be either, you know. You cheated that kid the same as if you'd stacked the deck.
If you think I've done anything illegal, why don't you arrest me?
Well, sometimes there's a better way to take care of men like you.
What are you up to, Earp?
Well, I'll tell you this much, Mr. Foster. I'll arrest Brad Cullen and his punches as your request and bring him to trial. But by the time this is over, the whole town will know how you and your friend operate. I may not be able to touch you legally, but the average citizen still has a sense of fair play.
These warrants are ready to sign, Mr. Foster. Right on this line, please. How many more men will we need, Wyatt?
I'll make the arrest myself.
You can't go into that cow camp alone.
Well, I'll tell you, Sam. Brad Cullen and his men aren't hardened criminals. The best way to handle a thing like this is to treat it like a family quarrel. All right, Mr. Foster. Let me have the warrants.
It'd be mighty convenient if one of Brad's cowboys dropped him, wouldn't it?
Are you out of your mind, Foster?
No, but I'm thinking about who'd be getting blamed if Earp was found dead between here and Cullen's ranch. We made it. He's still a couple of miles from camp. Between us, we'll get him.
Earp didn't want us alive to make a point, he'd drop us here.
We'll do what you say. When you get to Wichita, keep on going.
Hey, Brad.
Who is that, son? That's, Wyatt Earp. You stay where you are. I'll talk to him.
Morning, Mr. Cullen.
Morning, Wyatt.
See, you got here a little ahead of time.
An hour ago. We're, just about to pack and head south. What's on your mind, Wyatt?
I got warrants for the arrest of Bradshaw Cullen and 6 John Does for the cowhands who helped him hold up the Texas house this morning.
Why, he was just taking back the money that he'd been robbed of. Seeing as how the law wouldn't give him a helping hand.
How did Brad tell you he lost the money in the first place?
Well, he had a few drinks, played some poker. He said he lost quite a sum of money before he found he was being cheated. He said you wouldn't even listen to him. You're not arresting anyone from this camp, Wyatt.
I'm arresting your son and 6 cowhands, Mr. Cullen. Now get out of my way. Brad, tell him the truth. You'll never get another chance like this one.
What's he talking about, son?
Oh, yeah, he's just stalling, Pop. You watch him now.
Your son's a liar, Mr. Cullen.
Get him, Brad, get him! You ought to drop, you fool. Why don't you shoot?
He couldn't shoot me last night when he was drunk, and he can't shoot me now when he's sober. Because he knows he's wrong. It's hard to kill a man when you're wrong, isn't it?
Thanks. Pop? I lied, Pop. I sold the herd short of what you wanted and tried to make it up gambling. The rest is like I told you.
You sold the herd?
That's right. The funny thing is, I'm not afraid to admit it. Not now. Not anymore. I was a coward, a liar, and a thief. I was all that just to please you.
What kind of a son are you? What are you talking about?
You'll never do this to me again, Pop. I'm not coming home anymore. Mr. Earp, I'll go saddle me up a horse and then we can go. Now, you don't have to take the other boys in. They didn't know the truth. I'm the only one you want.
I don't understand, Wyatt. My sons. 3 of them now. Gone. I work my fingers to the bone to give them a future. And they leave. Tell me why, Wyatt. I don't understand.
I guess that's been the trouble, Mr. Cullen. There comes a time when a young fella has to move out. Learn to be somebody all by himself. I guess you just never learned when to let go. Where's Foster and his friend?
They rode out for Dodge early this morning. I left this for you. It's that check of young Collins. He said they wouldn't hold any charges against them if you'd return their money. And they wish you to return the compliment and leave them alone if you ever meet up with them again. Left their forwarding address on the back.
Huh? Thank you, Judge.
Wait, I'll have one with you.
up the country, the old Wild West country. He made law and order prevail, and none can deny it. The legend of Wyatt forever will live on the trail.
Oh, Wyatt Earp, brave, courageous, and bold. Long live his fame, and long live his glory, and long may his story be told. Long may his story be told. Wyatt Earp, brave, courageous, and bold. Long live his fame, and long live his glory, and long may his story be told.
When cowboys were robbed and murdered for money won at the Keno House, Wichita's popular Cowtown casino, they became suspicious of the owner and his gamblers. To find out who was trailing and robbing the cowboys, Wyatt Earp began making the Keno House his special beat.
Everybody drink Frank!
Evening, Wyatt. I was just about to send for you.
Got a heavy winner, huh?
Yeah. Puncher named Roy Blake. Just cashed in over 1,000.
You talked to him?
Didn't do any good. Said he could take care of himself. Said he'd like to see any Wichita stick-up artists try to take that money off him.
Hey, Roy, what are you going to do with all your money?
I'm gonna take it back to Texas. That's what I'm gonna do.
Real patriotic! Oh, hey, quiet. Roy himself has got a few words to say.
I'm gonna spend this money on breeding stock. I'm gonna give myself a spread of my own. Hear that, boys? Let's think through a future cattle king.
I don't want no more to drink. I better be getting back to camp.
Sure, Simp here and me will come right along. See you get back safe.
Yeah, sure.
Shorty. Simp, old friend, I don't need no help. I can take care of myself.
No, you're carrying a payload. You need protection.
I need protection, boys. I have to have a bodyguard for all this money I want. Frankie, good luck, boys. Break the bank.
Good boy.
This one I'll watch myself.
Real pals and real friendly. That's what I'm gonna have. Here's my old pal. Oh, I'll buy a drink for your horse. Come on, get out of here. Let's go out to the ranch. I'm gonna buy something for everybody, boys. Come on, Sim, let's get up there. Rock riders, let's go. Come on, let's go. Get out of there.
Morning, Marshal.
Morning.
Yes, you're up early.
I haven't been to bed yet. Been riding trail on a lucky cowhand.
Oh, Blake?
Yep.
Yeah, we weren't at the Keno house, but we heard about him.
Yeah, I figure he's safe now. He's across the creek.
Must have reached camp and broke the news.
Yeah, I guess so. I'll see you boys back in town.
Marshal! Marshal!
Blake's been killed. That's the shots we heard when we was talking. You seemed kind of interested a while ago, Marshal, so I thought maybe you'd like to see for yourself.
Come on, show me.
Come.
Where'd you find him?
Marshal was showing considerable interest a while ago. I let him see for himself. Got any idea who might have done him in, Mr. Earp?
Aren't you the two who left town with Blake?
What do you mean by that, mister?
Simp, I'll do the talking. Sure, we were with Blake. We rode this side of the creek with him. He headed for his camp, we headed for ours.
Did you hear the shot?
Sure. We hot-footed it back here and found him right where he is now.
You see anybody else?
No. Some of the rest of the boys started drifting up about that time.
I followed Blake as far as the creek. I figured he didn't need any more protection once he got the other side, among the camps, among his own friends. But the way things are beginning to look now, you boys are being bushwhacked by your own pals.
Thought you were here to help us, Mr. Earp. Sounds now like you're accusing us.
Why don't you go back to town where you belong? We don't need your help.
Well, whether you need it or not don't make any difference. You're gonna get it.
All right, Earp. Why don't you start off by trying to arrest me?
Sim.
You better take your friend down to the creek and cool him off.
For once Mr. Earp appears among us as a friend, least you can do is give him a chance.
Cody's right, Simp. For once, we'll have to assume the marshal's acting in good faith. What do you propose to do first, Mr. Earp?
I don't know yet. I'm not so sure I'd tell if I did. But so far, every man that's been murdered and robbed never had much of a chance to put up a fight. Every one of them got it closer to Cowskin Creek than they did to Wichita.
Meaning?
Meaning he must have thought he was among friends when he was killed. Think it over.
Mr. Earp here?
Yeah, he's right over there.
Mr. Earp? Remember me?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, sure, but I never did get your name, though.
Jeff Burns.
Please.
Could I see you alone?
Yeah, hey, fellas, let us have the room for a minute, will you?
Yeah, sure.
Getting any place with the robbers?
No. That's probably because the Keno house hasn't dropped any jackpots lately.
That's what I wanted to talk to you about. I got an idea. It's simple. All you need is another big winner over there. If the bait's big enough, it ought to bring the robbers out.
Yeah, well, I thought of that, but trouble is I can't find anybody to qualify for the job. Anybody from town look just like what it is, a setup. Needs a trail riding cowhand.
I know. That's why I'm volunteering.
Why the sudden change? The other morning at the creek, I had a feeling the boys were suspecting me.
Well, I guess we feel about it like this. Fighting cowmen might come pretty easy to you, Earp. But robbing them, well, that's something else again.
Thanks.
Welcome. How do I get the job?
You know what you're getting into? Those killers never leave any witnesses, you know.
Earp, just like you, I figure these killers are in our camp. And to me, that's worse than if some Yankee were taking us. It's like treason. You want to get your bare hands on snakes like them.
Okay, Cheyenne, you got the job. Let me give you a warning. Don't tell anybody about this.
I won't.
I mean that. You understand?
Sure do. I really do.
Seven wins.
Seven again. Well, I guess I win again.
Oh, it's your night, Jeff. It sure ain't mine.
I'm making no apology, Shorty. It's been a long time coming.
Good luck.
Thanks.
Feel kind of sorry for that cowhand. Came in here in his first drive this spring and almost broke the bank. Been trying to repeat it ever since. Beats me, though, where he catches the money to keep trying. Evening, Wyatt.
Mr. Rupp. You all set?
Yeah. He'll be cashing in soon. When he does, he'll be paid off with the marked money.
You win again.
Well, that's it, dealer. I think I'll quit while I'm still ahead.
Your lucky night.
Big winners, huh?
You bet. Those are not all the chips he's cashed.
That's what you get for being lucky.
Wyatt. I'm just lending this money in the interest of clean government. I expect it back.
I'll do what I can, Mr. Rupp.
Well, what if things go wrong?
You mean if the robbers do get away with it?
Yeah, who's going to pay?
Guess I'll just have to spend about 5 summers working it out.
Thank you, cashier. Thank you very much. Come on, boys, step up to the bar. Name it.
Come on. Come on, let's have a drink whenever you want.
My money.
How about a drink, Mr. Rupp?
Oh, thanks.
Come on, now let's have it. Everybody.
Shorty?
Yeah?
You lose all the money tonight?
Difference does it make? We'll have some more pretty soon.
Thinking of all the money we'd have if you wasn't gambling all the time.
Shh. Here comes somebody.
How do we know Jeff's gonna be alone? Maybe we should have robbed that one.
Because he wasn't with his bunch tonight. He was by himself. Chances are he'll ride back to camp by himself. You got something better to do, maybe?
I didn't mean nothing, Shorty. Stop picking on me.
And stop being at me. That looks like him. Well, we're going to make sure. Get off your horse.
Why?
Get off! Sam, you stay here and keep me covered. That's you, Jeff?
Who is it?
Shorty Dawson. In trouble? Simp's horse. He's got the colic or something. You know anything about sick animals?
Not much.
All right, get your hands high and away from your gun. Simp! Get his gun. Okay, Simp, get him off the road. Get over there! Here! Sorry to trick you, Jeff, but we mean business.
Yeah, I see you do.
Get down. All right. Put that money in these saddlebags.
I've seen some pretty low humans in my time, Shorty, but this beats them all.
Yeah, it takes all kinds, don't it, Jeff? Search him, Semp. Make sure he didn't miss anything.
Ain't nothing left.
Semp here's always wanting to be a gunman with a big reputation. Only he ain't fast enough. But he gets a big boot out of pretending he is. With me, it's different. I don't like killing. It's all yours, Semp. See you up the road. One again, eh, Semp?
Yeah.
You sure?
Yeah, right through the head.
You're improving. Well, let's get along.
I knew it. That other fellow heard the shooting.
All right, get off the road and head for camp.
Hey, yeah.
Horse left the trail here. Did you find Jeff?
Never seen it.
Oh, you check the trail up there. I'll get into this. Come on.
Glad to see you alive and kicking, Jeff. How bad is it?
All he lost was some hair. The bullet knocked him out.
Well, the one I was after stopped running and played it smart. I figured I'd better check with you and then take up the trail first thing come daylight.
Well, you won't have to look very far. Shorty Dawson and Sim Sheldon. If they think I'm dead, they'll be back in camp with their outfit same as usual in the morning.
Come on, we'll get you back to town and get a fresh start tomorrow.
When this outfit moves, me and Semp are going to move with it. Month's enough time to see the sights of Wichita and lose all your dough.
Yeah. Hey, who's that? I don't know.
Little one looks like Jeff Burns.
Sure does.
It is Jeff.
Hey, it is Jeff. Who's that other guy?
There they are, those two. Shorty and Semp. You, take their guns. They're under arrest. Those two robbed me last night and shot me up. They're the ones who've been knocking us cowboys off for the last month.
You're hard to convince. Take a look in Shorty's saddlebag. The money he stole is marked in the corners with Whitey Rupp's initials.
He's right. There's a WR marked in the corner.
Now take the guns like I told you.
Sure beats all, don't it, boys? Harboring rattlers right under our own blankets? Why, even a coyote don't hunt its own kind.
That'll do, Jeff. We come here to arrest him, not talk him to death. If the prisoners wouldn't mind, climb on your horses and we'll head back to town.
You're our game, Wyatt. You're not gonna have him. You know how I feel.
And you'll have to swallow your feelings, Jeff. I'm taking them in. Get on those horses. Jimmy, start herding them back to town.
All right, hold it.
I think you know better than to make any gunplay, Jeff.
All right, Herb. But it's not because I'm afraid of you. It's because you're here as kind of a friend. And this cow camp, rough as it is home. And nobody likes to mess up his home with dead visitors.
I appreciate your hospitality, Jeff.
Come on, get him going. Herb, it's only fair to warn you. As soon as word gets around to the other camps about this, there won't be a jail big enough to hold them two. And we'll be coming in to get them.
I hope you don't. All there?
Oh, every dollar, Wyatt. I'm telling you, sir, every businessman in town ought to be grateful for what you've done.
Wyatt? The cowhands are gathering on the creek like they're fixing to raid the town.
Huh? Mr. Rupp, do you mind if I use your place for a meeting?
Meeting? What for?
I want to find out just how grateful you businessmen will be when I ask you to start shooting your best customers.
Well, what's up? What do you mean?
Thanks. Knew you wouldn't mind.
A meeting? Now, wait a minute.
Wait a minute. Not just yet, John. There's a meeting going on inside.
I don't see why we should run headlong into trouble. By your own admission, these criminals were caught red-handed. So let the cowhands have them. Above all, we don't want to bite the hand that feeds us.
Much as this town needs the cowhands' business, Wyatt's right. We can't let them put this over on us.
Look, when I first took this job, you offered me a posse and I turned it down. Now I need a show of force and I'm asking for it. Do I get it or don't I?
You know where I stand, Wyatt.
Me too. I sure have a lot to lose.
How about you? How about the rest of the businessmen?
They're not here. I suppose that means they're on the fence.
Well, if I don't get enough men, I'll go out there alone. And gentlemen, if I do that, I'm through. I'll either resign or I'll be dead.
Which in either event will leave us entirely to the mercy of the mob. Is that what you men want? Then I'll close my newspaper as of now. The one record I'll never print is the day that Wichita turned yellow.
Now, just a minute, Murdoch. I didn't exactly say I wouldn't. Well, what are we waiting for? Come on, let's go talk to the rest of the businessmen.
Well, at least now we'll get an answer.
Hi, boys. Welcome to Wichita.
Stand aside, Wyatt. You know what we're here for.
Sure, I know what you're here for. You're here to have fun. That's exactly what you're going to get, Jeff. Any way you want it. And they're all your friends ready to give it to you. The merchants, restaurant owners, saloon keepers. Each of them with just one aim in life, and that's to give you gents anything you want. So it's up to you, Jeff. You and your friends.
What do you mean it's up to us?
Whether you come into town with guns or without them. If you want to come with them, you have to come shooting. Today you got a choice.
We didn't figure the whole town would turn on us, Jeff. This is different.
You heard the marshal. How do you vote?
No use running head on into a militia. Them two robbers just ain't worth the risk.
Everybody feel the same way?
Yeah! Come on, fellows, let's have fun.
Where do you want us to leave the guns, Wyatt?
Just drop your belts in the street, Jeff. You can pick them up at the Texas house on the way out of town. Come on, boys, give me a hand. After what just blew past, street cleaning's gonna look like nice, pleasant work.
You're so right, Wyatt.
Well, he cleaned up the country, the old Wild West country. He made law and order prevail. And none can deny it, the legend of Wyatt forever will live on the trail.
Oh, Wyatt Earp, Wyatt Earp, brave, courageous, and bold. Long live his fame, and long live his glory, and long may his story be told. Wyatt Earp, Wyatt Earp, brave, courageous, and bold. Long live his fame, and long live his glory, and long may his story be told. Long may his story be told. Wyatt Earp, Wyatt Earp, brave, courageous, and bold. Long live his fame, and long live his glory, and long may his story be told.
When Marshal Wyatt Earp moved on to Dodge City after taming Wichita, he found that Dodge was a right mean little town. The phrase right mean little town is frontier understatement. Dodge City in 1876 was tougher than Ellsworth, Wichita, Hayes, or Abilene at their worst. 2 months was a long time for a marshal to last in Dodge. In less than 2 years, 85 bodies had been planted in the town cemetery known as Boot Hill. It was called Boot Hill because its residents died with their boots on. The gamblers, the painted ladies, and the gunfighters of Dodge were betting that Mr. Wyatt Earp would be the next occupant of Boot Hill.
There's many a gallant man struck down by an outlaw's hand, buried there on Boot Hill. And under the same blue sky, both evil and good men lie, side by side on Boot Hill. Once they shared the earth with free men, but they learned to hate and kill. Now they share the earth with dead men on Boot Hill. So traveler, walk with care, or you and those boots you wear may tomorrow be in their company, lying cold and still on Boot Hill.
Al Treadway, killed by Marshal William Rivers. No more rivers to cross.
Oh, howdy.
Howdy.
You related to the deceased?
Oh, no, I'm just coming into town. Thought I'd stop by. This is your Boot Hill, huh?
That's right, mister. I'm Pete Bradshaw. I'm the sexton. I guess that's what you'd call it, but mostly I just dig graves.
You got a funeral today, huh?
Well, it ain't certain. The boys told me to get a grave ready. They aim to kill this new marshal that's coming here, Wyatt Earp.
Oh?
Yeah. You see, they chased Jack Allen, that's the old marshal, out of town. So George Hoover, that's the mayor. So George up and he hires this Wyatt Earp by telegraph. Seems like this here fella Earp made a big reputation in Wichita. Yeah. I reckon this is big enough for Earp.
Well, it might be a little bit longer.
Oh, you know Earp?
Hmm.
How tall is he?
Oh, he's about Well, I'd say just about my height.
Well, you'd run to about 6'1"?
Just about.
6 inches I'll have to add onto this grave. Sure glad you've come along, Mr.
Earp.
Yeah, Earp. Huh? You joking with me?
Well, I never joke in cemeteries, Mr. Bradshaw.
But you're just a young fella. You ain't hardly more than a boy.
Guess I kind of aged fast.
I kind of put my foot in it, didn't I?
Don't worry about it.
It's seeing you're such a good sport. I'm going to give you a tip.
Huh?
Don't walk down Front Street. That's the main drag. They'll be laying for you along Front Street.
They will, huh?
Yeah. Hoover and the deputies are holed up in the jail. That's on the plaza. So you go down one of the side streets and kind of sneak in the back door of the jail. That's my advice.
Thank you, but aren't you kind of talking yourself out of a good job?
Well, if it ain't you, it'll be somebody else. And this hole ain't gonna run away. Well, good luck, Mr. Earp.
Thank you, Mr. Bradshaw. And say you might make that about 6 inches wider, too. I like a lot of elbow room.
Wyatt Earp. I'd like to talk to Mayor Hoover. You're talking to him. And you got here just in time. That's the Big T outfit. They've got two of my best men, Tillman and Bassett, holed up in the depot. Come on in, Mr. Earp.
Well, thank you, sir, no.
What?
Well, all I want right now is my appointment as marshal and the star that goes with it.
Well, the telegram I sent you was your appointment, and here's your star. What's all the rush?
Well, I gotta take a little walk down Front Street. I understand the boys are expecting me, and I kind of hate to disappoint them.
What about Tillman and Bassett?
Well, that can wait for a half hour or so. Thank you, Mr. Mayor. See you soon. I hope.
Well, man with the star, it must be Wyatt Earp. We're ready. Wyatt Earp's in town. Wyatt Earp is in.
Hey, you Wyatt Earp? That's right.
Take care of your friend.
Stop moaning. You're not hurt that bad. Here, plug it up with that and go see the doc. Hold it! Go pick up your friends.
Bushwhackers.
Anybody else that doesn't like the new marshal?
Who done that?
I did.
Wyatt Earp, all right. Rousting Front Street's a waste of time. Why don't you go over to the depot? There's a little war on.
It'll keep.
Never seen anything like that before. Took a lot of nerve walking Front Street alone.
It was a little foolhardy, Mr. Mayor, but I had to do it. If I'd let those boys think I was scared of them, I might as well have climbed on the first train out of here. Hey, where are all my deputies?
They ran. Wichita isn't like this.
Used to be.
Not quite, Mr. Earp. Do you really know what our position is at the present time?
Yeah, it's a little awkward.
We've got just two good men on our side. Charlie Bassett and Bill Tillman. And they're the sheriff and the chief deputy, not city peace officers.
Yeah, I've heard of Bassett and Tillman. They're two of the best.
The big T outfit's been hoorahing Dodge since last night. They cornered Bill and Charlie in the depot. I don't know how much longer they can hold out.
I better get down there.
No, they've got the place surrounded by at least 30 men.
I'm just going to take a look around. There's a job you can do, Mr. Mayor. You think you can find a couple of good men in Dodge to help us?
I don't know. I doubt it.
Well, come on. Things can't be that bad. What about Dog Kelly and Chalk Beeson?
They run saloons, Mr. Earp.
Dog Kelly used to be a top sergeant in the Army. You tell him I want 6 or 8 special deputies.
I hate to be beholden to Kelly.
Now, look, Mr. Hoover, I didn't take this job to pass moral judgment on men like Kelly. When you got cowhands on a stampede, you don't appeal to the Ladies' Aid Society for help. You get tough men that know how to handle a gun.
All right, Marshal. I'll do what I can.
Thanks. I'll be back in 15 minutes. You have me some deputies.
Bassett! Tillman! Hold your fire! Who was that fella?
Wyatt Earp.
What does he say?
He says to hold on and not try to make a run for it. He says he'll be back in 20 minutes with enough help.
Enough help? What's he got, an army?
He's a good man, Charlie. I'm for taking his word.
Hey, Tillman! Bassett! Come out with your hands up. Come out or we'll fire the depot. How many cartridges you got left?
A couple of dozen.
They won't last 20 minutes. All right, get the torches.
Listen, Kelly. Earp says it'll take only 6 or 8 good men. He's sure he can handle it with that many.
Earp must have let his head swell in Wichita.
He calmed down Front Street, didn't he?
Front Street ain't the big T outfit. Earp's got nerve, but he lacks judgment. I did.
Mr. Kelly won't throw in with us, Marshal.
Oh? I thought you had an honorable discharge from the Army, Master Sergeant Kelly.
Now, don't you try to shame me into being a hero. I'm too old for that.
I see that now.
Oh, you do?
But I haven't got any time to argue with you. Are you going to get me those men?
No.
Well, you got a right handsome place here, Mr. Kelly.
Well, cost me a few thousand just to furnish the bar. I got some more stuff coming from the east.
Oh, that's too bad. Well, when that big T outfit gets done killing Bassett and Tillman, they'll start shooting up Front Street. Your place ought to be about first in line. Yeah, sure like those lamps. And then I think they'd go for the mayor.
No, wait a minute.
All right. You're going to get me those men and 50 sticks of dynamite.
How soon you want them?
5 minutes. Over at the jail. All right, and there's no sense trying to knock those big T's out of their ambush. We haven't got enough men, and it'd take too long.
All right, how'd you do it in Wichita?
Well, I'll tell you, Mr. Kelly, in Wichita, we never let things get this bad. Everybody there was right proud of their town.
Yeah? I got the best saloon in Kansas.
Now, are you going to brag about your saloon, or are you going to listen to my plan?
Go ahead.
I noticed the cattle pens behind the depot had a lot of steers in them. Who owned them?
Big T.
That's good. We'll dynamite the pens.
Dynamite the pens?
That's right. It's the only way to run out the big T's. They'll be so busy chasing steers, they'll stop shooting at Tillman and Bassett.
All right, but let me warn them what we aim to do first. Those boys are my customers.
Mr. Kelly, I don't care anything about your saloon trade. They're shooting at peace officers. Now, are you with me, or do I go in there alone?
Earp, you're the most violent peace officer I ever met in my life. But we're with you.
Good. All right, all of you grab a couple of bundles.
Bassett! Reverend! Come on all with your hands up!
How many we got left? Just 4 apiece, Charlie.
Earp's not coming. Let's go out and make these 8 shots count.
Come on or we'll fire the depot.
All right. Get the choke.
All right, you 3, take the north side. You 2 come with me. You know what to do, let's go.
Cover us.
They're dynamiting the pen! They're dynamiting the pen! Come on, they're dynamiting the pen! Let's get 'em! Come on!
Bassett, Tillman, it's Earp.
Don't worry about the big T's. They're out chasing steers.
I'm Sheriff Bassett. This is my deputy, Bill Tillman.
Howdy.
We're sure glad to see you.
You saved our hides, but you didn't make things too good for the town.
How's that?
What Bill means is the big T ain't gonna like chasing their stock all over the country. That was a right smart stunt, and we'll take what's coming, right, Bill?
Got no choice.
Being as I'm a stranger here, what is coming?
They'll tree old Dodge and burn it to the ground. Not much loss of that.
Oh, don't discourage the marshal. Maybe they'll be satisfied with just killing the 3 of us. Come on, Mr. Earp. That jail of ours be the best place to make a stand.
Mr. Mayor, I think this is all wrong.
All wrong?
When you hired me as the marshal of Dodge, I took for granted it was a town.
It is.
I'm sorry. Looks like a small fort in Apache country. Here we sit holed up while the big T's are making up their mind whether we're going to live or die.
I told you they wouldn't like it. Us dynamiting the cattle pens.
Why should we care what they like? They're just a bunch of lawless hoodlums.
Easy now, Wyatt.
Look, we're either the law or we're nothing.
But there's only so much we can do. Sure, I'm the sheriff of Ford County, and you're the marshal of Dodge.
And that'll be carved on the head markers.
You keep out of this, Bill. This fella's from Wichita, where it's been civilized for quite a spell. How old do you think Dodge City is?
11 or 12 years, how do I know?
4. In 1872, it was nothing but a tent camp and a few sod huts.
You can't make a city in 4 years, Wyatt.
And you can't go against an outfit like the Big T with a handful of guns. They outsmarted Bill and me. We went to the pens to check on rustled steers, and before we knew it, they had 30 Winchesters and Colts on us.
I warned them.
A cattle outfit like that is just a mob. Who heads up the Big T?
Gus Andrews, wouldn't you say, Bill?
He's their foreman and top gun.
How good is he?
Fast.
Planted 6 in Boot Hill.
He's got a lot of extra help now, Wyatt.
Hey, Kelly,
And Hoover, I want to talk to you. Come on out here. Gus Andrews is plenty sore at you.
Is that so?
Yeah, he says you got to pay $20 a head for 9 steers. Also, he wants those pens rebuilt by noon tomorrow.
Hold it.
Yes, Sonny.
Gus Andrews isn't giving any orders to Mayor Hoover. You go tell Mr. Andrews that I want him for inciting a riot and for shooting at peace officers.
Oh, no.
Shut up! You tell Mr. Andrews to ride into Dodge alone and give himself up. If he's not here by sundown, I'm coming after him, you understand?
Don't make me laugh.
You still laughing?
No, sir.
When you get on your horse and tell Andrews what I said.
They got a grave waiting for you, Earp.
Yeah, we'll send flowers. I reckon Mr. Andrews isn't coming into town. So where can I find him?
Huh?
Where can I find Mr. Andrews?
I know, but I don't aim to tell you.
Charlie's trying to save your life.
I'll ask around. Somebody ought to know where I can find the Big T outfit.
Don't you know it's suicide riding into the Big T outfit?
Maybe.
Bill, you talk to him.
No business of mine. Come on, it's your move.
You made a reputation for yourself in Wichita and Ellsworth. What good's that going to do you if you wind up on Boot Hill?
Well, I'll tell you, Mr. Bassett, I learned something in those towns. A mob isn't 20 men, 50 men, or 100 men. It's one man, its leader. In this case, it's Gus Andrews. That's why I'm going after him. Now, you can do me a big favor. Does Andrews have a high forehead or a low forehead?
Hi.
What brand of Stetson does he wear?
Pride of Texas, like all of Big T.
2-inch sweatband, huh? Thank you, sir. A pleasure meeting you, Mr. Tillman.
I'll be at your funeral.
That big-headed Yankee show-off.
You going along?
Yeah.
If that Earp gets me killed, I hope somebody explains to my wife.
Where do they think they're going?
After Gus Andrews.
We ought to stop them.
No. Earp, Bassett, and Tillman. Well, there's a sight you maybe won't see again in your lifetime. 3 greatest peace officers ever lived.
San Antonio, we didn't have the trouble. These guys didn't want to.
What year was that?
Well, I don't know.
Which one of you is Gus Andrews?
I am.
I sent word for you to come into town. Did you get the message?
Sure, I got your message. But I figured you'd drop by for my answer.
The rest of you, drop your gun belts. Don't want to have to dig any further into Boot Hill. I said drop it! Give me in with Gus. The other 2 are dead.
What about Gus?
He'll live. Just got a hurt head. Come on, give us a hand. Morning, Mr. Bradshaw.
Earp, I thought this was for you.
Well, I'm sorry to disappoint you, but we had a little change in plans.
I just got word to dig another. Who are these two for?
Well, I don't know. Sheriff Bassett and Deputy Tillman are getting the names, and they're making the arrangements.
Was you in the fight?
Mm-hmm.
Well, how come you missed?
Just lucky, I guess. You know, one of these days we're going to have to close this Boot Hill section.
Close it? Why?
It's given Dodge City a pretty bad reputation. And anyway, as a new marshal, I don't think I could give you too much business.
You must be pretty poor hand with a gun.
I guess you're right. I always do manage to miss somehow.
Well, he cleaned up the country, the old Wild West country. He made law and order prevail. And none can deny it, the legend of Wyatt forever will live on the trail.
Oh, Wyatt Earp, Wyatt Earp, brave, courageous, and bold. Long live his fame, and long live his glory, and long may his story be told. Wyatt Earp, Wyatt Earp, brave, courageous, and bold. Long live his fame, and long live his glory, and long may his story be told. Long may his story be told.
Listen to me! We got Dodge City by the tail! You people are worse than trees! We've got your pussycat hides nailed to the wall! You say you're running for Marshal Earp? He's 50 miles away from here by now. But don't worry about that. We'll send him a message. We'll tell him we've got his town. Let him come and try and take it back.
Wyatt Earp, brave, courageous, and bold. Long live his fame, and long live his glory, and long may his story be told.
The Life and Legend of Wyatt Earp, starring Hugh O'Brien, presented by... The western frontier town of 1876 could take tornadoes, blizzards, and even Indian raids in stride. But there was one catastrophe which the bravest townsmen feared. This was an invasion by hoodlum gunfighters bent on punishing the town for trying to maintain strict law and order. In all the turbulent annals of Dodge City, the day George Morris and his men captured Dodge is rated as the most terrifying experience in the memory of its citizens.
Hold it! Curly Brocious, George.
I know. But you didn't stop 100 feet from the fire. You know the rules. Come on in.
You wanted some news in a big rush, George.
Not that big a rush, Curly. Well, give me it.
I sent the telegram to Earp. He should be leaving Dodge right about now.
Where's Bassett and Tillman?
They're chasing horse thieves into Kingman County.
You dead sure?
I saw them on the North Trace, 40 miles from Dodge.
Good. Earp, Bassett, and Tillman were the only ones I was worried about. They're the Johnny Laws with the fast guns. That only leaves a handful of deputies for us to take care of. But remember, we follow the plan exact. What is the plan, Curly?
We drift into Dodge by 2s and 3s. A couple of deputies will be on patrol and a couple more at the jail. Me and my boys will nab the outsiders while you take care of the jail guard.
Learned it by heart, didn't you, Curly? But remember, as soon as we got the Johnny Laws locked in their own jail, I'll give you the rest of the plan.
That's what I'm anxious to hear. The rest of the plan.
Oh, it's a good one, Curly. The Morrises alone Dodge. And that's a lot of loot to wake up. Liquor and money. And won't them dance hall gals be glad to see us?
Did you put my saddlebags on the horse?
Yes, sir. You're gonna take the butt line, huh?
That's right. Might have to do a little long-distance shooting.
Why don't you let me go to the Springs?
Because I owe Wells Fargo a favor. I used to work for him, so I owe him a real personal favor.
That stage holdup crowd is going to be scattered all over Kansas by now. With Bassett and Tillman gone, you're leaving just 4 deputies.
There's 6 counting Sheriff Bassett's men. But what's really worrying you?
I don't know. I guess it's been too quiet here.
Well, that's natural enough. Santa Fe's working double time, and the cattle drivers are just now leaving Texas. I'll be back in about 3 days, Mr. Masterson. You hold down the fort.
Yes. Good luck, Wyatt.
Argument didn't work, huh?
No. Wells Fargo telegraphed him to trail those stage robbers as a personal favor. You know why? He likes Indians and buffalo hunters and Wells Fargo
And us. Shake out of it, Bat. Those prisoners ain't been fed breakfast yet.
Where's Herb? He's out chasing stage robbers. He left Sam in charge. Why? What's wrong?
Caught this drunk over in the Sheriff Bassett's office tearing up a bunch of papers. Hey, haven't you got a patrol on the street?
Put him up.
Hey, what is this?
Don't get rash, son. All right, drop your gun. Where are the keys? Top drawer. Put them all in cells. What about him? He's out cold. We'll get him later. George's at the mayor's office by now.
I think you take my advice. You let things run along as they are for a while. Who are you?
Shut up, Hoover. That's the mayor of this mangy town. Grab him.
You'll hang for that.
Don't worry about it.
Who are you?
I'm George Morris, and I just elected myself mayor of Dodge City. How do I look, boys?
You look awful good, George.
Take him to jail and get the outfit together on Front Street.
Where's Marshal Earp?
Well, he's miles away from here, and now you're going to jail. Out with him.
All right. No, listen to me. You can't.
Pick up that boy deputy and throw him in with the rest of them. Oh, no. Get off that horse! Masterson! It's back, Masterson! Let him go! Let him go! You're right, straight to Wyatt Earp.
That's exactly what I want him to do. We've got his town. Now let him try and take it back.
Mr. Beeson, Masterson's gone after Earp. He got clean away.
All right, so he got away.
Is this whole town going to stand around and do nothing?
Morris and his boys will calm down after a while. Look, there's a shotgun. You go fight him.
But everybody should fight him. We can't expect Earp to come back here and run the Morse gang out all by himself.
They're brave, Curly. They're gonna fight us.
All of them together ain't got sand enough to fill an hourglass. You own this place?
He used to own it, Curly. We want all the cash you got and all your liquor.
Well, now, that's a joke, isn't it, Mr. Morris?
I don't joke. All right, set him up.
He moved in with 20 gunfighters. All our men are in jail.
Wait a minute. Catch your breath. We'll let your horse graze for a while. Go over here and sit in the shade.
You sure Masterson got away?
Yeah, he admits it. He says Morris wants back to get to Wyatt. I hope Wyatt keeps his temper and goes for the army.
There ought to be enough men in this town willing to fight.
Nobody to organize them, Mr. Mayor.
Well, Wyatt will go to the army for help. It's the only sensible thing.
Not if he gets sore.
Shut up. You've talked long enough.
And I reckon the only thing to do is for us to ride to the fort. About a half a squadron of cavalry and then... Huh? Don't you think they'd come?
Oh, yeah, they'd come.
Well, then why don't we get them?
Well, because I don't think the folks in Dodge City are that cowardly. Would you want to live in a town that had to be rescued by the army from a pack of hoodlums?
Well, maybe the townspeople would fight. Yeah, but you can't go back in there, Wyatt.
Why not?
Morse will have a sentry on all the roads. Let's ride to the fort. I'm not ashamed to ask for help.
Oh, but I am. You know, not too long ago, Charlie Bassett and I had a poker session argument about what we'd do if something like this happened. Worked out a little map of the city. Let's see if I can remember it.
Wyatt, Bassett and Tillman are in Kingman County. Morse put the sheriff deputies in jail. Now, what chance are we going to have?
This is outline of the town. This is the east side over here, the storm drain. We leave the horses here. It'll be dark by the time we sneak into town. We'll hold up until first light.
Go against 20 men in broad daylight?
Well, night shooting's no good. You hit too many innocent bystanders. What's the matter? Don't you want to hear the rest of it?
No, sir, I don't. We're bound straight for Boot Hill Cemetery, and you want to draw me a map. Come on, let's rock.
Load her up, boys. Don't be bashful. We got lots of wagons and plenty more horses. We got all the loot that they'll carry. Why, we'll head for south of the line for a little fun with the girlies. Hey, you brave Jayhawkers. Where's your great Marshal Earp now? He knows we're here. Why don't he come into town? I'll tell you why. Because he's yellow, just like the rest of you.
Ain't we stood enough of this, Mr. Beeson?
Nobody in Dodge will fight for me. Not having Earp here's taken all the heart out of him.
Here, put these shotgun shells in your pocket.
Where does this tunnel come out?
Near old man Richard's house, head of Front Street.
That's 5 blocks from the jail.
Come on, hurry up.
Stay out of my dance hall. I know all about you Morris men, and you wouldn't be doing this if Marshal Earp were here. Now stay out.
Here, I'll give you a hand up.
Guess they cleared out, huh?
Light up. Sure, old man Richards wouldn't mind you using his clothes. He's just about your size.
What's the idea?
It'll be light in a couple of hours. These clothes on, you might have a chance to sneak down to Chalk Beeson's saloon. He's our best bet to organize some help. Meanwhile, we can be memorizing their moves in case this doesn't work.
Maybe they cleared out. Shouldn't I take a gun?
No, I'll cover you. Go on.
Hold it, fella. Who are you?
I just got into town. You wouldn't know me. You law officers?
Take off your hat. I said take off your hat. Pat Masterson, where's Wyatt Earp?
I don't know.
Where's Wyatt Earp?
I don't know!
You're a liar. Hold it. Hit him. With your fist. Come on, out the back door.
It's Earp! It's Wyatt Earp! He shot me with the butt line. Him and Masterson ran out back there in the alley. Dave, tell George that Wyatt Earp's in town. Rush him into the alley!
Open that. Where are we now?
Basement of Jameson Hotel. We go through here and climb up to the roof of Beck's drugstore.
Wyatt, that's no place to make a fight.
Come on.
All right, boys, come on. There. Come on, boys, hurry it up. Come on, the sooner we get that loot loaded, the quicker we can get south of the line. Remember them dance halls and them girlies, they're waiting for you. Let's go.
Curly says to tell you White's in town.
What?
He came back. We got him and Matchison cornered in the cellar down the street.
Cornered, you sure?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I ain't. We'll round up all the boys and plug every rat hole. Never mind that. Earp's back in town. Come on, let's go and finish him.
You think it's true, boss? Yeah. I heard that bunt line special 3 times. There ain't another gun that sounds like it.
Well, ain't we gonna help him?
How many fighting men you got in the back room?
8 or 10.
Well, that's not enough. Go out the back way and see if you can round up about, 10 more.
But, boss, if we could bushwhack them from the doors and the windows...
No, they shoot too good. Go on, 7 or 8 more at least.
Okay, boss.
Now, you idiots, they know better than to hole up in the cellar. Curly, we've wasted a whole hour looking down rat holes. Now let's do it systematic. Take every building between here and the Long Branch and really ring it out.
Right.
Why don't we try to make it down the back way to the alley?
The alley's full of them by now.
Why do we come up here?
Because it's the end of the line, Mr. Masterson. 2 men can't take a town.
We make our fight here?
No. We wait for help. Doesn't come, we go over the roof to the sidewalk.
What then?
Pull that wagon in here for a barricade. That's good. They ain't in the hotel, Curly. Maybe they're hiding here in the drugstore.
I think they went up the alley to the Long Branch.
crazy? What would they be doing at Beeson's place?
A lot of town boys been sneaking in there. I'll take some fast guns and go...
No, stupid. It's Earp that we're after. Now, let's go look in the drugstore.
We're running short of time. Here. You watch the skylight. If they start coming up, let them have it. I'll watch the stairs across the alley. We'll wing as many as we can, then jump for the sidewalk.
I had a hunch they came in here. Hey, maybe they're hiding on the roof.
Go on.
This is all I can find, boss.
Well, that's better, but still not enough. We'll wait and see how much fighting Herb does.
There's a ladder over here. I better cover it. Jim, Charlie, up the stairs over the bootmaker's shop. You two, come on. Up to the skylight. All right, Earp. If you're up there, I'll give you a chance to surrender. All right, boys, take them.
Here they come.
We'll have to set fire to the building.
Give me that shotgun. They won't come up anymore. If they do, use your handgun.
I'll give you one more chance. Then we're going to burn the store. Hold it. Get some torches, boys. We'll burn them out.
It's Wyatt, and he didn't bring the soldiers.
He's a fool.
No, sir. A brave man. Hey, got a light?
Sure.
You're so scared you can't even light a cigar. Crummy nerves, I guess. Thanks, anyway. Brave bunch of deputies, Mr. Mayor. Put your mug over here against the bar. I'll light it for you. All right, grab his guns. Help! And the keys. Help! 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 Get over here. Get back.
No use, Sam. You can kill all of us.
Yeah. Drop that pea shooter. Now get back inside, all of you. Come on.
Bring me some more shells.
Reload the butt line.
They're gonna burn us off here.
There's a side ladder, a few doors down. We'll take that to the street and try to stampede those horses over there.
Hey, Earp. If we burn the store, it'll take out half the town. How about it?
Morris, come on out in the street. I'll come down and you and I can settle it.
We'll count to 10, then we start the fire. You hear that, Earp? You gotta count to 10. Start counting now.
Let's stay on our feet, huh?
All right, boys, light them. There's Earp. He's headed for the Long Branch Saloon.
Here he comes.
What are you men waiting for?
Well, nothing, Wyatt. Just trying to get more men together.
Morris has been whittled down. There'll be an even fight. What are you waiting for? You want him to bring you out of house and home?
Of course not. We'll fight.
Well, then get at it. Now, they'll be starting across the street. You men aim low and cut him down. I'm going after Morris.
I want to hug him.
Fine.
Throw her out of here. You hear me, Beeson? If you don't, we'll come in there and get you, too.
Hold him, Morris.
All right, go for your guns. There's 2 of you. There used to be 20 of you. Which leg do you want?
The left one.
I'll take the right one. We're waiting, Mr. Morris. I'll get somebody to help you over to Doc McCarty. Mr. Morris feels like doing any talking. You can tell him we've taken back our town.
Cleaned up the country, the old Wild West country. He made law and order prevail. And none can deny it, the legend of Wyatt forever will live on the trail.
Oh, Wyatt Earp, Wyatt Earp, brave, courageous, and bold. Long live his fame, and long live his glory, and long may his story be told. Long may his story be told. Wyatt Earp, Wyatt Earp, brave, courageous, and bold. Long live his fame, and long live his glory, and long may his story be told.
Here, Matthew, let me help you.
Oh, thanks, Marshal.
How you feeling this morning?
Oh, can't complain. Maybe you could, but nobody'd listen.
I wish everybody had that attitude. If they did, I wouldn't have to work at all. Good morning to you, Matthew.
Morning.
It's the afternoon mail, White.
I haven't finished with this morning's yet.
Yeah, here's one from Fort Leavenworth Prison. Know anybody there?
Yeah, about half the fellows up there. Let's see it. It's from the warden. Says somebody by the name of Colby was discharged from there a couple of days ago. Thought I'd like to know about it. Colby, is that name familiar to you?
Fred Colby?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know him. Went to school with him and his brother.
Wonder why the warden would think I'd be interested in knowing about his discharge.
Fred was sent to prison about 4 years ago. He confessed to robbing a stagecoach. I don't think he did it. I think he was shielding his kid brother Larry.
Larry? Larry Colby. Now, that name's a little more familiar.
Yeah, he was killed about 4 months before you arrived here. We never found out who did it. Fred will find out.
I'm beginning to understand now.
Yeah, that's why the warden thought you might be interested. Fred will be coming back here. He'll come back to find out who killed his brother.
Well, tell me all you remember about the killing of his brother Larry.
Well, not too much, Wyatt. Larry was always the sort of a kid who was in trouble. He was real handy with a gun. He finally got a half interest in the Alamo Saloon. Even going to marry Jake Antrim's daughter, but...
Joan Antrim?
Yeah. Nobody ever saw him do a day's work. Always had plenty of money. He was a strange sort of a fella.
Place your bets, please. The name of the game, gentlemen. Something you want, Marshal?
I'd like to speak to your father.
I think you'll find him in his office.
Thank you, Miss Antrim.
Place your bets, please.
Come in. Oh, Marshal Earp. Well, I presume I won't be needing this.
You're a very cautious man.
Suspicious would be a better word. What is it you want, Marshal? I'm quite busy.
I know. Understand you've been doing a good business.
Please state your complaint or whatever it is, sir.
Well, I have no complaint, Mr. Antrim. There's no need for you to be unfriendly.
It's been my experience that even as the fox is the natural enemy of the rabbit, the law is the natural enemy of the saloon keeper.
Well, I don't hold with that, sir, but I've never heard it said any better.
Mr. Earp, please state your errand.
Very well, sir. Does the name Colby mean anything to you?
You know very well that it does, so why ask?
Larry Colby was killed before I came to Dodge. I'm just trying to find out all I can about him.
Why?
Because his brother, Fred Colby, was released from prison, Fort Leavenworth.
I see. I'd almost forgotten about the brother. I guess I always knew he would be back one day.
Well, why didn't you leave then? You could have done just as well someplace else.
Dodge is my home, sir. I was here long before the railroad was. And I have no reason to fear Fred Colby or anyone else.
But you do, don't you?
Yes.
Do you know who killed his brother, Larry?
No.
From what I've heard, nobody regrets his death much.
Least of all me. He forced me into a partnership with him practically at gunpoint.
Well, I've also heard that he might have been your son-in-law if he had lived.
At least I was spared that.
Well, from Fred Colby's viewpoint, it would seem you had a good deal to gain by his brother's death.
I realize that.
Well, what are you going to do about it?
Question is, what are you going to do?
Prevent another murder if possible. I want to find the man who killed his brother before Fred Colby does.
You shouldn't allow him to set foot in this town.
Well, you're wrong there, Mr. Antrim. He's entitled to be here as long as he behaves himself.
If I knew who killed Larry Colby, I wouldn't tell you. Now, why don't you just leave, Mr. Earp, and let me handle my own affairs?
Well, just don't do it by shooting, or you'll be seeing me again.
Good evening, Marshal.
Good evening, Mr. Antrim. And thank you for your cooperation.
Good evening. Your name Fred Colby?
That's right.
I understand you've come here to kill somebody. If what I've heard is true, Mr. Colby, I suggest you turn around.
You through talking, Marshal?
No. Wearing guns in the street isn't allowed here.
I know that. I'm planning to check it the first place I come to.
Look, Mr. Colby, if a man needs to be punished for something that he's done, That's the law's job, not yours. First place, you have to prove it, and... Well, whoever it was got away.
Well, thanks for trying to get him anyway.
It's all right. I'll go get your horse. In the meantime, why don't you walk over to the jail office and wait for me? I'd like to finish our talk.
You arresting me?
No, Mr. Colby, I just want to talk to you. You might check your gun with my deputy, too.
All right.
See you there. Well, do you have any idea who it was?
Seems clear to me. The man who killed my brother's trying to kill me.
That's mighty short range to miss with a rifle, if it was a miss. Seems to me like whoever it was just trying to scare you.
I doubt it. Good evening, Marshal.
Mr. Colby, before you go, I'd like to tell you once more. Don't try and take the law in your own hands.
I checked his gun.
The one he was wearing, you mean? Well, there are a lot of ways to kill. If the man really wants to.
You think we ought to lock him up or make him leave town?
What charge? Being named Colby? No, you just keep an eye on him. If he leaves the hotel before morning, come tell me.
Yes, sir.
Hal, don't plan on preventing a crime by shooting Colby. A deputy can be just as guilty of murder as anybody else.
You know I wouldn't do a thing like that.
I know, Hal. You want to keep the peace just as much as I do. Just don't let it bother you. We'll do the best we can.
Sure. Night, Wyatt.
Good night.
Marshal Earp?
Well, good morning, Miss Antrim.
Good morning. I'd like to talk to you, if I may.
Of course.
Sit down. You want some coffee?
No, thank you. Marshal, I understand Fred Colby's in town.
Well, news travels fast.
We citizens of Dodge like to help each other, whether the law does or not.
Just what do you mean by that, ma'am?
You're fine at throwing drunken cowhands in jail, but when it comes to the protection we pay you for, you do nothing.
Has Mr. Colby been bothering you or your father, Miss Antrim?
He will be. Everyone in town knows that, except you. His name's Colby, isn't it?
Well, I understand that your name was almost Colby.
Marshal, if you don't do something about that killer, somebody else will.
Meaning you, ma'am?
Very possibly.
Miss Antrim, you know, you're much too pretty to be arrested for murder. Good day, ma'am. Drop in any time.
Colby just left a cafe down the street. He's headed for the Alamo Saloon.
All right. I'll go around back of the saloon. You stay on the street. If there's any shooting, you come on in.
I've been expecting you.
I imagine you have.
Well?
You know why I'm here, Antrim.
To kill me, I suppose.
You killed my brother.
I didn't, but he deserved killing.
He was your partner. Sent me a copy of your agreement with him.
Do you have it with you?
Yeah.
I'll buy it back from you.
All right.
Does $3,000 sound like a fair price to you?
That's, more money than I ever had.
You're entitled to your brother's holdings. I certainly don't wish for another Colby as a partner. And since you can't buy me out, I'll buy you out.
You mean buy me off, don't you?
Do you want the money or don't you?
I'll decide later. In the meantime, I'll do what I came here to do. Find out who killed my brother. You're the man I'm looking for. All the money in the world won't save you. Miss Antrim, you're under arrest for attempted murder.
Father!
Please, Marshal. She might have wanted to, but she never could have pulled the trigger.
That'll be decided by the judge, Mr. Antrim. Did you really mean to kill me, Joan?
Yes,
Why?
because you're a Colby. The same dirty, rotten breed as your brother.
I don't understand this at all. When I left here, you and Larry were in love. You were going to get
He
married.
never loved anyone but himself and money. He was a cruel, vicious killer, and you're no better.
Miss Antrim, did your father kill Larry Colby? Did you?
No, but I wish I had. I wanted to, more than once.
I'm sorry to hear that. It changes nothing as far as I'm concerned. I'll find my man no matter how long it takes. Turns out to be your father. I'm sorry for you. Did you really mean to kill him?
I don't know.
Would have been quite an accomplishment if you had. It isn't loaded. I'll withdraw the charge of attempted murder.
Thank you.
Thank you, Marshal.
Well, Marshal, I'm indebted to you again. No, you're not. Wasn't loaded. I don't really think she hates you, Mr. Colby. I just think she's worried about her father. Maybe she has reason to be. Thanks, Marshal.
Still working on that 1872 file?
Yeah, still at it. I finished 1871. Been trying to find out all I could about Larry Colby in town. Nobody remembers much about him, except they didn't like him. Figured he was mixed up with the law.
Well, that's before I got a badge.
Now, listen to this. He was drunk and disorderly a half a dozen times in 71, arrested on suspicion of horse stealing in April 72, released for lack of evidence. Wounded 2 men in a gunfight in June 72, self-defense. Killed a man in September 72, self-defense. Found dead the same month by person or persons unknown. Who was the man he killed in 72?
A 19-year-old boy. Colby goaded him into drawing, then killed him.
Hmm. Did you see it?
No, only 2 people saw it. The sheriff at the time and the boy's father.
Is the father still living?
Sure, you know him. Matthew, old Matthew at the livery stable. Shock almost killed the old man.
Old Matthew, huh? I think I'll go down and have a talk with him.
Oh, no, Wyatt, the old man's having trouble enough staying alive. No sense disturbing him too much.
I'll try not to.
Fred Colby, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'm Pete Burley.
Oh, sure. You're a friend of my brother's.
His best friend.
Did you find out who killed him?
I sure tried. But outside of a pretty good hunch, I had nothing to go on. It couldn't have been anybody but Jake Antrim, the way it looked to me.
How come you didn't do something about it?
Well, Antrim had a lot of friends. I got shot at a couple of times, so the rest of the boys. The gang just sort of broke up without Larry to hold it together. I've been drifting around here ever since.
What gang are you talking about, Pearlie?
Didn't Larry ever write to you about us? There were 6 of us all together. We had this town by the tail, let me tell you. Larry was the brains and the fastest gun. He was pretty good with the women, too. You heard about old Antrim's daughter, didn't you?
Yeah. I heard she and Larry were going to get married.
Larry wasn't the marrying type, if you know what I mean. He just did that to try and get Antrim to make him a partner.
Worked, though, didn't it?
Not exactly. Antrim wouldn't go for it. So Larry made a few little threats.
Against the girl?
Yeah. First thing you know, Larry was a partner. That makes you a partner now. You seen old man Antrim?
Yeah.
How'd he take it?
Not good.
I didn't figure he would. Fred, I came up here figuring on taking up with you where I left off with Larry. How do you feel about it?
Depends on what you mean.
Oh, you know?
No, I don't.
Well, first we put in our own dealers at the saloon like before. And we take in twice as much. Then we get rid of old man Antrim altogether.
You're a liar.
What?
I said you're a liar. Larry might have been wild, but he wasn't crooked.
Boy, have you got a lot to learn about your kid brother.
Shut up.
You ain't got as much sense now as you had when they sent you up, have you?
Out of my way, Burley.
If Larry was alive right now, he'd spit on you. But since he ain't, I'm going to do it for him.
Outlet! We're under arrest, Colby. Get over to the jail, both of you. Come
All right. Just a minute. Fine time to wake you, man. Oh, Marshal Earp, huh? Come in, come in.
Sorry to bother you so late, Mr. Watkins, but it's important.
You always called me Matthew before.
Well, I didn't know your last name until tonight.
Oh. You mind if I rest myself while you're talking?
Not at all.
I get sort of tired nights. I got some chawing tobacco around here someplace. Now, let me see. How'd you know I had that gun in there?
Well, I've never seen you chew tobacco before, and you're a little old to start.
Well, you going to use that?
I hope not.
I never murdered nobody. It was self-defense. And I wasn't trying to hit that elder Colby last night, neither. Just scare him.
Why'd you cut down on me just now?
I guess you'd figured it out. Come to take me in. Then I figured I'd never be taken off to hang for killing a snake like Larry Colby. But I guess it don't much matter now, one way or t'other. Anyway, I couldn't shoot you. You always been good to me.
Mr. Watkins, I want you to come with me for a little while. I want you to talk to Fred Colby. Well, that's Mr. Colby's horse.
It's all saddled up. Looks like he's getting ready to leave town. I was afraid that he was pretty upset last night when old man Watkins told him the truth about his brother. Morning, Mr. Colby. We'd like to talk to you for a moment.
Morning. I was going to stop by and apologize to you for everything, including my brother. Then I figured that the sooner I got out of here, the happier everybody would be.
Where are you heading?
I don't know. Someplace a good distance from here.
Well, as long as you're not decided, I suggest you stay here in Dodge.
I agree, and besides, I believe I owe you some money, Mr. Colby.
No, you don't. I found out exactly how Larry got that partnership. That money doesn't belong to me any more than it did to him.
I agree with the marshal, too. There's plenty of room in Dodge for you, and it was your home.
Yeah, it's changed some. For the better, I think.
Then you'll stay?
Thanks. I'd like to think about it.
Good. First we'll buy you some breakfast, boy, and then we'll talk over a few things.
Oh, Marshal, won't you join us?
I will a little later.
I'll be checking it inside, Marshal.
Thank you, Mr. Colby.
The country, the old Wild West country, he made law and order prevail. And none can deny it, the legend of Wyatt forever will live on the trail.
Oh, Wyatt Earp, brave, courageous, and bold. Long live his fame, and long live his glory, and long may his story be told. Long may his story be told.
ভালোবাসা সুন্দর, ভালোবাসাও সুন্দর। মানুষ নিজের অজান্তেই ভালোবেসে ফেলে।
আমারও মনে হয় কি জানেন, আপনার মতো জানাশোনা কাউকে না আমার বিয়ে করা উচিত।
এটা কি উপলক্ষে?
ম্যাডাম, ফুলটা গ্রহণ করুন, তারপরে বলতেছি।
ভোটার আইডি কার্ডে যার স্বাক্ষরের জায়গায় টিপসই দেয়, এখানে কেউ ডাক্তার।
এই দুইজনের মধ্যে যে আগে ম্যাডামের মন জয় করতে পারবে, ম্যাডাম তার।
একদিন না দেখলে তোমায় বন্ধু আন্ধার লাগে সব, তোমার এই প্রেমে এমনই টান।
রোগীদের তো ডক্টরের কাছে আসলে ব্যথা কমে যায়, আপনি তো উল্টো হলো কেন? আপনি কি একটু উল্টা?
তোমায় ছাড়িয়া যাব মরিয়া, তোমায় ছাড়িয়া যাব মরিয়া, যেও না বন্ধু আমার ভুলিয়া ভুলিয়া।
আমার মনে হয় আমার সমস্যা কপালে, ম্যাডাম আমার কপালে নেই, আমার কপালে আছে দাগ।
mất xăng mui trần. Vinh 87 à? Đây à, 88. 46 à? 49, 50, 51. Lưu record này. Lần trước cũng 51, nhưng mà 51 một tẹo. Ui. Đây rồi, quyền trượng của tôi. Phải thua á? Bài này phải thua. Đã xét tôi mà thua. Quyền trượng của tôi, xin cảm ơn. Rồi xong. Bay cao như thầy chân là quay rất nhiều quỷ. Ok broccoli sắp rồi, anh đã nếp trận cả đến là broccoli bình. Chia xem xong cần phải đi ngủ. Binh cái xa chị bay lên trên là gì đâu, có gì thấy gì không? Nó không ra mắc file được rồi. Chắc ra cách xa không ra mắc file đâu. Thầy sẽ lái binh chê linh. Cái bay 400 lap ở Go 2. Thầy đang cày tiền để rebirth lên 7. Nốt lần này lên 7 đã quay vào Go 3. Thầy bay tốc độ mà ác ma ác quỷ. Wow. Binh chi và lên em ơi. Có tay không? Mình thắng. Yes. Quỷ ác quỷ vai. Bài này vẫn thua thằng đếm nào ấy. Thằng nhà chữ Trung Quốc. What the hell. Thuật sĩ tiến hóa tự nhiên á. Chúng ta Xong ra thật à? Không ra thật à? Đợi anh em chết mà. Chết lấy Asia 2 lên 9, lấy Asia 2 binh chi linh. Anh ạ. Chết 7 ra xét mà. Vừa lên chết 7 phát ra xét luôn. Điều. Bây giờ anh lấy cái phòng hộ đây cho tiền hay anh ngồi zone hết đến 50 tiền, còn 50 tiền xong mà anh là còn hơn 60 tiền nhé. Tiền ra xét. Thôi xong, tất cả dừng lại. Chọn không vợ chồng. Đẹp trai vãi bíp. Sự đẹp trai không? Sấm mút rồi, sấm mớt trời này. Ai à? Mèo. Điều ra gì rồi? Và nó cuối 2 vòng cơ. Hả? Cháu biết. Thì sao? Thằng này lấy oan rồi gì? Chết ngay. Chuồn ông. Perfect. Nhiều record này, ngon. 460 không? 60 rồi. Ngon. 61, 62. Đâu đi 62. Ô, đây rồi. Có đau nữa phải không? Rồi chúa bị lên cơn điên rồi em ơi. Có tay không? Vừa bảo đéo ra vẫn ra. Mày trốn vẫn ra oan mà, đéo hiểu. Vừa nó có hiểu đi thần rừng anh không chơi. Cái định mệnh định mệnh một thần rừng rồi. Anh mà biết đánh chết 10 thì sẽ là 6 thần dương 7 đinh mệnh. Khiếp, mày sấy kinh rồi. Nằm vào gỡ lỗ đâu vậy? Huy nhân được không? 28 máu chắc thế. Chắc thế. Gì? Mèo. Ôi dạ sao có này đây? Cái gì? Thì anh vừa bảo đấy. Cái anh mới để im thằng kia ở đấy nhá. Meo meo, cho nó lắp thế. Chi. Ủa nó vậy chồng. Thôi kìa, vậy. Có Huy cầm cái kìa, sự cùng nhau. Từ xem cái thằng này á. Nổ không vậy, thôi xong rồi, mày đi. Thần tài biết điếp ấy, thần tài biết điếp mà. Rồi anh gặp hỏi nó biết điếp mà. Anh gặp nó lúc đầu biết nó biết điếp ấy. Nằm 4 rào. Xong được không? Chứ cũng vậy. Ký thua. Xin ra bao. Check. Xin ra ba không? Tí chịu vậy. Ok mọi người, anh cũng định mà. Hả? Anh xin ra ba được mà. Có thể không? Acid. Chưa kéo. Anh chậm mà. Bình tĩnh nhỉ. Chết hả? Kéo gì? Kéo đồ này á, định mệnh á. Sao? Bình tĩnh. Thằng này nó khỏe mà. Mình không muốn chết. Sai, nhìn dễ. Xin ra ba luôn. Không đâu, không anh nhận đâu. Không, giống ai chơi. Trốn đâu. Mình dừng này. Được rồi. Là giáp gái, nhưng mà giáp gái dễ bị mất lắm. Chúng con lấy giáp này. Ở đây rồi. Ai mấy dispute. Nhớ hiểu. Nhớ vậy. Đây rồi. Kìa, hai thằng đứng một chỗ à? Không, nhưng mà thằng này cũng khỏe. Không biết em rồi. Ê, xét lại. Để xét làm chi ạ? 7 đinh mệnh là tao à? Thôi thua mà. Nếu hiểu. Không, chưa có được. Nếu có à, có ai giữ đâu. Chuẩn. Không có ai giữ đâu. Ra luôn không? Cái này chọn cái đéo chả được. Thằng nào chả chết. Thế cho hết đồ rồi à? Vẫn để hết đồ đó không? Nó binh hơn à? Thôi gặp thằng này đi. Thằng này vừa mình thua. Nó làm cái gì ấy? Nó phải ăn đi ba kìa. Nó phải ăn đi ba này. Thằng này có phải ăn đi ba mày em. Ê, nó thiếu một con. Nó phải acid nữa kìa. Sai. Không được rồi thầy ơi. Được, sao dòng mình sao tự rơi ra cái xin ra. Chịu vậy vẫn màng. Thầy đi mua làm. Không quá đâu. Ồ, tớ tự ra mà bảo rồi. À, dấu đây. Mày. Giờ mới ping. Oan một đéo dạo cái đằng kia luôn đấy, oan rồi. Lụm. Bùa xanh không? Hay cái này? Có chút dồn nữa không? Cái này sao thế nhỉ? Sao thế ít đổ boom. Chọn không vậy? Chọn không? Không quá rồi. Rồi, cút. Xong, cút. Mèo. Cái gì đấy? Lò đắc bù làm mau vậy anh. Chuẩn không vậy. Thầy lái nha, thầy lái tốc độ cao xem con lái không? Từ từ, mày, ai hả? Xít được. So ride a car in high speed đấy. Chuẩn không? Đây á? Không được. Sửa tốc độ cao. Tốc độ cao đét mà. Rồi một lần, hai lần thứ hai. 300 lap à? 400 lap. Chuẩn không thầy? Chuẩn không? Chuẩn không? Chuẩn không? Chuẩn không? Ui, tốc độ cao đấy. 378 lap chứ 400. Này à, bắt đầu thua. Thua, bài khỏe đấy. 2299 á. Bài đấu sĩ á. Mình lẫn vào mày có ăn uống đầy đủ nhỉ? Thằng này được ăn uống đầy đủ. 2299 là phải không? Không. Tự đầu chuyển bàn đấu. Đúng đi em. Lũm. Ô, phải châm. Đây em. Full rồi. Không biết. Ok thầy ơi. Mai sẽ ride a cat. Lâu rồi. 15 phút. Well played bro. Mày lái luôn đấy, lái. Bình vua lái racing bike. Nhốt luôn. Chết không? Ngồi đi. Đéo đi à? Vào, nó kèm ra xử linh. Đéo có đủ mana để chết. Phải không? Cũng là khỏe rồi, ra. Đánh bài gì với cả Nautilus 2.
তোমাকে 15 লাখ টাকাই দিতে হবে। তুমি যদি দিতে না পারো তোমার বাবাকে কল দাও। তোমার যত জমি জিরাত বাড়িতে যা যা আছে এগুলো বেচা হইলেও তোমরা আমাদের টাকা পাই করে শোধ করবা।
একটা ব্যাপার কি খেয়াল করছো? শহরে কিন্তু দুইটা রূপ, রাতের এক রূপ, দিনের আর এক।
বেঁধেছি ঘর হৃদয়ের পর, গাঢ় সবুজ ওই গহীন বনে।
আরে ব্রো, সবসময় চিল থাকতে হবে, কিচ্ছু মাথায় নেওয়া যাবে না।
ভালোবাসা হচ্ছে একজন আরেকজনের উপর ভরসা করে, একজন আরেকজনের হাতের উপর হাত রেখে এই জীবনটা কাটিয়ে দেয়। কিছু মানুষ এই রাত জেগে থাকে আর টাকার বিনিময়ে সুখ খোঁজে।
বসুন।
এখন তো সিরিয়াস হওয়া উচিত, তাই না? আমি তো কোথাও যাচ্ছি না পার্টি করতে। তুমি কেন যাচ্ছ? কেন বন্ধ করতে পারতেছো না বলো তো? কার যে কোথায় সুখ সেটা তার প্রিয় মানুষটাও কখনো জানতে পারে না।
পাশাপাশি তবু যাচ্ছি বিপরীতে, কাছাকাছি তবু যাচ্ছি বহু দূরে।
হাই, ইউ লুক গুড।
থ্যাংক ইউ।
Tao mũi à? What the hell? Chuồn ra. Cút hết. Có lẽ nào anh vội quên đi, và có lẽ nào 500 củ ấy 614 củ à? Thế mình kiếm 100 củ nữa xử là có nổi không? Ôi à, không rồi, anh đã ấn vội rồi. 62 triệu này. 62 triệu rồi. Cũng một lần quay được gần 100 củ ấy. 100 củ không? Mình quay được 400 lap à? Được. 400 lap phải được 100 củ. Mình rất cùng 4 nào. Vương miện định mệnh. Rồi xong, biết đánh mày gì rồi? Đánh mày gì rồi? Biết đánh mày gì rồi? Tôi nhặt bài à? Có lẽ nào em vội quên đi, và có lẽ nào quên đi, có lẽ nào anh trong tâm trí em. Ôi gà cho cái này à? Đọc rồi nào. Xong, đi. Vua tối ưu Aria. Bán này. Mèo 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 này mà phải đét không đẹp. 598 củ chưa đủ, chưa phải là tất cả. Mấy thằng ấy ra quát lipet ở cái map 2 này xử có đéo gì trốn à? Cái pet thì yếu như lợn. Anh khinh yes khinh BITCS big ai à thread xì điều sao thread xì ra thread rồi xì guys xì good xì ra thread à chưa ok lần nào cũng phải lắp cái danh Gasol. Big IC Basic Gear. Ủa Sơn bố Hiếu béo đang playing Space War. Cái gì vậy? Ui ôi nháy phát 2 lần. Chuẩn không vậy chấm. Chuẩn đét cho thôi. Chuẩn và đét.
আপনি কিন্তু দেখতে যথেষ্ট সুন্দরী একজন মানুষ, দেখতে বেশ রোমান্টিক, যেন শেক্সপিয়ারের নাটকের কোনো নায়িকার মতো। ভেবেছিলাম, কিন্তু আপনি তো পুরোটাই মর্মান্তিক। যে কোনো মানুষ আপনাকে দেখে মর্মাহত হতে পারে।
আমার হালকা হতে 1 মাস সময় লেগেছে।
আপনার 1 মাস সময় লাগে? আমার হালকা হতে তো 1 মিনিট লাগে।
আমার কাছে মনে হয় জীবনসঙ্গী এমন হওয়া উচিত যার সাথে আপনি প্রতিটা মুহূর্ত উপভোগ করতে পারবেন, সারাক্ষণ খুনসুটিতে মেতে থাকতে পারবেন। এবং তার মনে এমনভাবে বসবাস করবেন যে আপনার দিকে সে একটাবার তাকালেই বলে দিতে পারবে যে তার বেঁচে থাকার কারণই আপনি।
পথে চলতে চলতে কথা বলতে বলতে কখন যেন হলে আমার
জানি গল্পে গল্পে মিশে অল্পে অল্পে আমিও হয়ে গেছি তোমার।
ছোট ছোট ভুল ফুটে হলো ফুল যে তোমাকে পেলাম।
গুটি গুটি পায়ে স্বপ্নের নাই আমি ভেসে গেলাম।
আপনি কি মনে করেছেন একজন মানুষ আমার জীবন থেকে চলে গিয়েছে এবং আপনি সেই সুযোগটা কাজে লাগিয়ে আপনার ফিলিংসগুলো আমার কাছে এক্সপ্রেস করবেন আর আমি সেটা হ্যাপিলি অ্যাকসেপ্ট করে নিব? এই হচ্ছে আপনার বন্ধুত্বের নমুনা?
রোদের পাখি তোর শহরে আমার মনের স্বপ্ন ঘিরে ওরে পাখি ওরে সারাক্ষণ তোর শহরে বৃষ্টি হলে ভিজে আমার মন।